People, welcome to another edition of the Finger Tapping Frenzy that we all know and love as WWE SuperCard with me, Big Jim, and Ninja Boy. And have we had some fun and games for the last few days with WWE SuperCard? Some great pulls and some good action going on with your Ring Dummy-Dim-Dom. But let's have a look and see what we're up to. Well, just to cuff the Ring Dummy-Dim-Dom bit to start off with, I'll just show you where I'm up to. I've actually got myself into Ultimate, and I won't bother going through the deck just yet. I'll show you some cards shortly, but here, as you can see, I am very close to Darren Young, the Ultimate, and I will then be able to have a go at Alexa Bliss. That'll be my first event card, so I'm psyched. I'm psyched for this. I'm pumped up like Mojo Rawley. I'm really psyched for that. And I've had some good pulls along the way. I've picked up a Hardened Kofi Kingston, which is a pro. I pulled a Hardened Shinsuke Nakamura. It's another pro. I also, and I said I wouldn't do this. I said I wouldn't do this. I bought myself a throwback pack on the discount. And what happened? What happened? It's a litre bit more. It's unbelievable. I'm going to get a litre pro out of it. What I'm probably going to do, though, is just keep her as two singles to start off with, because otherwise it's going to completely unbalance my deck. But happy Christmas to me, that's all I can say. Perhaps I better lock it down there. Ninja Boy, show us where you're up to. Once we've done this, we'll have a look at our King of the Rings, and then we'll do a little bit of gameplay.
I'm 8 pieces into Samoa Joe.
Come here, we don't want to see half your face, we want to see all your face. There you go, right, 8 pieces into Samoa Joe, having already done...
Finn Balor, Hardened, and at the end of Friday last Ring Dom,
yeah,
I was only 8 pieces into the first.
Into the first card, and here you are. He's already
8 pieces into the second.
Already got Finn Balor. So my decision is, once I've done Alexa Bliss, is because this is Friday, so I've still got plenty of time here. Is if I go back and do the Hardened card, because now, if you have a look at my Road to Glory deck, which you're not going to see if I go into Ring Domination. If you go on my Road to Glory... Oh, I'm going to get there in a minute. It's a very long and arduous road, and sometimes I take the wrong turn. There we go. Just autofill. As you can see, I'm only on Elite Plus, but I've got a litre to bring in. I've also hopefully going to have Alexa Bliss to bring in. Just put my teeth in. Bliss to bring in. So that's really going to bump up the divas. And I've got...
Female.
Oh, females! Females. Right, I've just disappeared off screen as well. As soon as I said the word diva, the MacBook just went, oh, well, if you're going to say the word diva, I'm not going to show what you're trying to show people. Right, there we go. What exactly are you doing there with your bum bum?
Distractions.
That's a distraction, is it? Right. Good distraction from ringside. Right, now what was I doing? I was talking nonsense.
RTG deck.
I was going to go into my cards and just show combinables. I'm sure you've got plenty to say. As you can see, I've got Elite Samoa Joe. He's done. I'm working on him. There's Shinsuke. I've got Big E to do. There's the Kofi. I've got yet another. Finn Balor, my lord. Nia Jax here.
Baron Corbin.
Oh, Baron Corbin, sorry. Got Finn Balor on the brain. Nothing like each other at all. Yes. And Nia Jax, who that's why I was getting excited. She's hardened. By the time I get her pro'd, it's very unlikely she's even going to figure in my top 4 divas. So
Female.
Female. Right, perhaps I should introduce a 10p tax every time I say the word diva instead of female.
No.
Maybe make it a quid. Then I can save up all those quids and I'll be left with 2 quid at the end of the programme. Right, come on. What are you going to show us?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. He's forgotten already. He's that excited. Pulled a hamstring? What have you pulled?
Just towards the end of Finn Balor, I pulled it.
Finn Balor, my lord. It's not Finn Balor, it's Finn Balor, my lord. Finn Balor. Oh, you're going to keep interrupting me. Never stops interrupting me.
Towards the end.
It's different when someone else interrupts you, isn't it?
Towards the end.
It's one thing when you're doing it.
Towards the end of Finn Balor, I pulled a hard.
Finn Balor, my lord. Finn Balor.
And it was.
It was a tickly armpit. Come on.
No way, Jose.
No way, Jose. Possibly the worst looking card in the game.
Or that.
Or indeed, Cedric Alexander.
Cedric Elixir.
Yeah.
That.
Right.
Or that. Oh.
Yeah. So basically,
yeah,
but you've pulled a hardened card, which is good stuff. Actually, I forgot as well. I pulled two support cards. I got the hardened table, which I didn't want. Support cards that just hit one opponent in one round. Waste of space. I'm just going to use them to power people up. What you want is deck cards. If it's like one stat to deck, two stats to deck, whatever, it's the to deck cards that are to die for.
I got hardened table
the other cards can
when I was
take a hike.
I was like, go away.
Yeah, a lot of people getting
through the table through the
support
table.
cards all of a sudden. Something else I would say is something I've been saying to Ninja Boy for a couple of days, and people are buying all these packs. You know, I'm guilty. I just bought that throwback pack. You don't normally get a diva in an event.
Female.
You don't normally get a female in an event. We haven't got a diva at all. We've got a female superstar. I imagine if I call them female superstars, it might just get through this thick head. I can do that. You can't do that. Otherwise, I'll have to stop your pocket money. Anyway, as I was saying, the only way that you normally get a female superstar in an event is when you're coming up to a new tier. When she's headlining. It's a bit different in the old PCC.
There was a Sasha Banks slot towards the end of season 2 because then they went to season 3.
So, plus the fact that everyone seems to be doing a lot of pulls right now, and a lot of support cards are flying through the decks at present. Just wondering if they're going to suddenly drop a new tier on us.
Extraordinary tier!
Well, I don't know where they're going to go from Ultimate. I mean, how can you beat Ultimate? Unless they start going back into the old familiar names that we know, like Survivor, bring out a new WrestleMania. But that would look odd when you've already got the old cards from seasons 1 and 2 still knocking around. So it's going to be interesting because the way we're going, a lot of people with all their event cards and then these throwback packs, people who've been able to afford quite a few throwback packs have found straight away that their cards have absolutely dominated some King of the Rings and things. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens over these next couple of weeks. Maybe into the new year. Who knows? A new tier? Oh,
great rhyming.
A lot of money for Cat Daddy. A lot of money. Anyway, let's King of the Rings. A few quick shout-outs for King of the Ring. Just have a look in mine first. I'm at the game 41. I think I'm around 4th. Let's have a look at the standings. Jay Bebo leading the way, TO75, Rajat, and there's myself, Aaron Marky B. It's been a fairly tough one, this. Jay Bebo's dominating, but it's been a fairly tough one. If you just have a look in the chat, if we're not waiting on a network, if we just go down to the start, I obviously kick things off as I normally do, saying hello. Sometimes it's just like chucking a pebble in the water. There's just a few ripples, nothing happens. But yes, Jay Bebo came in and said, same to you, BLD. So good spot. Hi to you, Jay Bebo. As I say, you're doing very well there, mate. NFFC Wiley also likes their vids. So, and a very Merry Christmas to you. And I hope you're going to have a cracking New Year, mate. And there's Paul hoping he gets through because he's hoping to get through to Ultimate tier. Anyway, so I'm doing okay. 4 matches to go. So I'm at least going to get to the knockout stages. I haven't mentioned, actually, it's an elite King of the Ring, so obviously you do get a Hardened for getting into the quarters, 2 Hardens for the semis, and then the actual plan would be to get an elite. Because at this stage, even in my Road to Glory squad, the elite card is the very lowest card I've got in my deck. Ninja Boy, let's have a look at your KOTR.
I can remember the names off the top of the head.
Yeah, but it's nice for them to see it on screen. See the good people. See themselves on screen.
This is to power up King of the Ring.
Right. So, yeah. Oh, so you're not being competitive, you're just saying hello to people.
Well, there you go, there's the 3 people already.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 5, William and Lewis.
And Lewis, all saying hello. That's good stuff. So what are you powering up then? So you're not really looking for a reward, you're just powering up some cards to combine?
See.
That's a lot of redness!
Sami Zayn.
That's a lot of redness.
Yeah. Cena.
Oh yeah, John Cena you're powering up. But you haven't got any pros, have you? No pros to work on yet. I've got pros absolutely dripping off me from every angle. Mate, just be careful. When you put that down, the microphone's on there. So every time you clatter it down, people at home with the headphones on and the little earpieces in are going, earthquake! Ooh. Like that. So just be careful with that.
Like that.
Right, let's do a bit of Ring Dum. Come on. And as you can see, just a few pieces away from Darren Young. I've got a few doublers there.
I've missed a lot of possible ring dom matches because I've been saving bouts for this video.
Yeah, we've been saving up bouts and doublers for this, so we can make sure we pick a few pieces. Right, now again, I've got 2 of the cards here. Because I've just made it into Ultimate, I had to be careful, but I've managed to put in 2 Samoa Joes, both of which I'm trying to power up. One of which is for the Elite Pro that I need to do, and one, I can't remember what the other one's for now. I think the other one already is a Pro, I'm just powering him up. So, I think it's my Hardened Pro that I'm powering up. I lost a roundy there, but then this is what you expect. Yeah, there we go, that's the Hardened Pro. And some of these cards are in my King of the Ring, so obviously it serves 2 purposes, because it's helping them get more powerful as we reach those knockout stages in Cotter. And we've, considering yesterday was Thursday, we were doing, it was a day for travelling around and about seeing relatives outside of London, so it's quite a journey. Still having jip with my back, I have to say.
Still able to get...
But we were out. We were out for most of the day, and yet here we are on Friday, sort of mid-afternoonish Friday. A bit dark out there. It's very foggy in London. It's so foggy. It's been untrue. But as you can see, we've made great progress. We've already cuffed 1 card each, and I'm very close to getting my 2nd card. But we've not even hit the weekend yet.
And I was 8 pieces in and ran out of doublers, whereas he had a lot of pieces in and ran out.
Yeah, it was interesting. I did get some pick doublers. I know some of you don't believe in them, but knowing that we were virtually going to lose yesterday, I thought, well, okay, let's do this. And I got an awful lot further than Ninja Boy did, having played the same amount of games, which I think shows... Oh, I've managed to throw this one away because I've been talking too much. Which I think shows that sometimes it is down to the luck. Now, you could argue maybe you lost a few more games than I did. Oh, that's quite handy.
So it's
another pick double.
Now.
That's very good.
That one is guaranteed.
It's a guarantee to get their own stop sign, and at the same time, we'll just take a little screen grab of that. I'm collecting these for a nice tweet later on. Don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter at BadLadDad, and you find out what videos are coming out and when. We've got, on that note, we do have a Clash Royale video coming out tomorrow. Today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday, assuming you're watching this the day it's come out, of course. And that's for those people who've been asking, or where did you get to? Because we kind of broke off from doing those a couple of months ago. So it just shows how I got into Arena 10, shows the deck I'm using at the moment, and shows the evolution of that, and a couple of pretty storming wins as well, even if I do say so myself.
Himself.
Right, so just play on for a little bit longer. How many bounce have you got? Are you okay for bounce?
This is my 2nd out of 5th.
I say, I'm really looking forward to this. Getting an event card. First time in Season 3. What? I
was just doing Clash Royale.
Oh, right. Okay, I didn't quite pick up a Clash Royale vibe from that, but okay. Wow. Did you see Alexa Bliss fighting Becky Lynch the other day? All this thing about like floppy arms. Oh, broken my arm, dislocated my shoulder, and no, actually, no, I've just beaten you. It was a very WWE, but a bit of fun as well. Very much enjoyed The Miz having a chat with Renee in the ring when she asked him about his obsession with Dean Ambrose. My obsession with Dean Ambrose.
Your obsession with Dean Ambrose.
That was funny. And then seeing Ambrose come back as a security guard and beating down Miz outside his dressing room. It's good stuff. Enjoy that. Good knockabout stuff. Right, as you can see, I'm actually paying attention to what I'm doing because I lost the last one because I was talking too much. I do seem to get both Samoa Joes come out an awful lot, but that's cool because generally I can use one to take the other, and then it's just a case of chisel away. Chisel away, my friends, chisel away. I have done, I haven't bothered showing you guys, I have done another SummerSlam Fusion. Oh, Long John Silver and the Pirates, they feel a bit neglected there in the Fusion Chamber. I mean,
because they got nothing to do.
SummerSlam Fusions. Long John Silver and the Pirates there in the Fusion Chamber. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch some of our videos from Season 1. It's a long time ago that joke started. I've been doing some SummerSlam Fusions. I've got another Sami Zayn, so I've already got one SummerSlam Sami Zayn Fusion Pro. I get all the right words in the right order.
I've now got 2 more Sami Zayns, but there's no point in proing him. So I'm just going to keep those for when they eventually say, right, here's a Hardened or Elite or indeed Ultimate, or whatever comes out next. Yeah, absolute tops. The Bizzo. I don't know what they're going to do, to be quite honest. Right, let's do this. I want a piece of Alexa Bliss. You hear me, Alexa Bliss? I want a piece of you. I want a piece of you. Right, she's quite short, actually, it has to be said. I mean, I've been fortunate in that I've met a few sporting people over the years with the day job. And indeed, I took Ninja Boy along with me once when I interviewed John Cena, which was, that was at the old Wembley Arena in London, which was fun. And you get to see just how big the guy is. A similar sort of height to me. I have to say, his arms are about the size of my thighs. But what a great guy he was. And in fact, in the interview, I'm just chatting again. In the interview, I like to talk about things sort of away from the ring. So after talking about, I was talking then about he could get Ric Flair's record of world champion. A number of times he could equal it, and he obviously still hasn't done that yet. But I then got him on to like, well, while you're in England, you know, do you eat English breakfast? What do you have? And he's like, yeah, I love your ham, man. What's it called? Bacon. So he's a big bacon fan. And it's nice talking to people about stuff that you don't normally hear about when they're doing all their shouting in the ring. Oh, come on, Alexa. Give us something.
I'm just having to feed stuff into random cars that I'm never going to
Yes! It's a boob shot. It's not my fault. That is not my fault. Honestly, that is not my fault. Of all the cards to pick, it's not my fault.
Yes, it's a boom shot. That came out wrong.
I don't know. Perhaps it came out right. Yeah, so there we go. It's my first piece. When I said I wanted a piece of Alexa Bliss, I'll let the rest of you make up your minds what I was talking about. But there we go. I've got my first piece of action from Alexa, and I'm happy with that. Ninja Boy, how are you doing? How are you doing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I reached card.
Oh, I'll do another one. While we're waiting.
I thought it came to the end of our bounce.
Oh, we could try that, but bearing in mind you normally whiz through because I'm doing all the nattering. I just wondered whether you were on your last bounce or not. The final bow down. Right, yeah, I've come across a few Goldberg pros. I must admit, Money in the Bank, just not doing it at the moment. There's too much else to do. Too much else to do, and if the with all these cards that I need to power up and play, actually, when Money in the Bank, you obviously don't get to pick cards at the end, and I just need to be picking cards. I need picking cards and powering up. That's what I need to do.
Power up.
I guess so. There you go. Ninja Boy has spoken. I'm giving you the right tactics.
Pick and power.
What else has been happening? What else has been happening? That's very good. What else has been happening in the world of WWE this week? What was happening on Raw? That was Enzo in his wheelchair.
Tagging
yeah.
along.
A couple of haters. What else has been going on? What else have we enjoyed? What's this with James Ellsworth and Carmella? That's a very unlikely and a very unwanted story, to be quite honest. Not something I want to see pursued.
Not something many people would want to see.
A bit nonsensical. Right. Go in and do your thing. Austin Aries. And John Cena, of course, back in the ring, announcing that he's going to kill everyone at Royal Rumble. It's nice to hear.
Well, AJ Styles.
Yeah, well.
Because Styles won.
Right.
Retained as champion.
To retain. AJ Styles, very popular. Great crowd reaction for AJ Styles. There's another piece. A bit of charisma. Maybe the cluster theory might kick into effect. Have you ever tried the cluster theory? If you start getting a few pieces together, just tap around them rather than going to the other side of the board. Of course, it's not going to pick something else out. Now, I've said that, but it has worked in the past. And if it doesn't work, well, you've still got the same amount of shards to remove. Whatever you do. It's just some way of making it less boring. Something less boring. Right, I've got 2 bouts to go. You're obviously in mid-match.
When I started this, I had 2 bouts to go, so after this I'll have 1 bout to go.
One more bout to go.
One more bout to go.
Don't believe a word. Right, here we go. I am going as my Stone Cold Steve Austin, who's been so good. So good. Right, we've got the new year, of course, coming up. I had hoped if I'd had time to put together a best of 2016 video for BadLadDad, not just for SuperCard, but for some of our reactions to other things as well. Obviously, we play FIFA quite a bit, and we are going to be doing FIFA 17. We lost some footage, sadly, which is actually quite annoying. We've got some online footage. I've still got a great fight back from Ninja Boy. I've still got a free kick that I was proud of from some of our online matches. But I'd wanted to do a compilation of online action rather than just us playing each other or playing the Xbox at something. And as I say, we lost it, and it's a bit frustrating. I'm afraid so. I just wasted that card, really. I just realised I've got that one-off support card in my deck. I need to change that for one of my deck cards. Is that you gone, is it?
Yeah,
okay.
But in 3.5 minutes I'll have another bout, boy.
You have another bout to play there, boy. Let's do this.
Let us do this.
I say, boy.
I say.
Sound like you're going to burst into song then. I swear. Right, come on, is that it? Are we going? Are we doing? This is me done. Right, here we go. Hi, dog.
Hi, doggy doggy.
Hi-de ho, ho-de hi.
Don't you have another battle after this?
I do, but come on, people are probably bored of seeing my face by now. You keep disappearing.
Okay,
we're just making weird random noises and appalling accents. So,
oh yeah.
do you just say fart?
Yeah.
Why did it become Fart Royale instead of Clash Royale? There you go. There's a cluster theory completely disproved right in front of your very eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
That's a lovely piece. Right, I've just with the excitement of that, it's just kicked me off screen again. So I just need to zip myself back into action. Yeah, isn't it great when you take a piece and it's just a bit of blankness?
I know.
A bit of blankness. Right, there we go. That'll do. That'll do us for now. So I'm 3 pieces into Alexa Bliss, very much hoping and expecting to get Alexa Bliss, even this evening. It's plenty of time this evening for me.
And you have Darren Young to power up and put in your deck?
I do. What I may do, though, and this is quite relevant for people talking about King of the Rings. If you've made it this far into the video, well done. Now, people saying to me, how come I always get to the semi-finals, always get to the knockout stages of King of the Ring? Well, firstly, enter late at night, because then there's not so many people knocking around, but not too late, so that when you get to the knockout stages, it's 3 in the morning, because you're obviously not going to be awake to take care of it. So I tend to find around 11, 12 o'clock in the evening, because that means your knockout stage will be about 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening 2 days later. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you've got some cards that need powering up, put them in to your deck, as long as it gets into the tier you want, but put them into your deck unpowered. Wait until the tournament starts, and then whack in there and power everyone up, because of course your deck will, the game will have accepted your deck at a lot lower level. Now I've got a couple of elites, and I've also got that Lita Ultimate, and I should have Alexa Bliss as well by the time the next King of the Ring is available, that I can put in that will have no power in whatsoever. But hopefully that will retain its elite tier status, and I can then kick it off and I can power them up, and that gives you that bit of strength as you're then going into the tournament itself. So just a couple of tips there for those who don't know, because I know there's a lot of new people join the game for Season 3 and also join the channel. So thanks ever so much for joining in with the fun that we've had for the last 2.5, 3 years with the WWE SuperCard. Of course, we do plenty of other things as well. If you want to see more of this nonsense, what do? Please bung us a like if you like what we've done right here. Subscribe, you'll get to see more. Follow us on Twitter, because I always use Twitter as a vehicle to tell you what videos are coming out and when. We're also on Facebook. We're on Instagram, and we're very much with you people. We want to see you doing well. We want to hear how you're doing. Let us know in the comments down below what you've done on Ring Dommy Dim Dom. And until we see you next time, if you don't watch this until the new year, I hope you're having a cracking new year. If you're watching it before New Year's Eve, have a cracking New Year's Eve. But don't forget, we're going to be back tomorrow with some Clash Royale. So until we see you again, you stay cool.